outraged as Buhari's daughter uses presidential jet for personal engagements. A debate has been raging on social media following the decision of the president, Major General Muhammad Buhari, retired, to allow his daughter, Anan Buhari, to use the presidential jet. This is despite complaints by Nigerians that the budget of 8.5 billion naira for the presidential jet in the 2020 budget is too high. Anan, according to Daily Nigerian, was conveyed by the presidential jet to attend the Durbar in Bauchi on Thursday. The president's daughter, who recently graduated with a first class in photography from Ravensbourne University, London, was said to have been invited by the Emir of Bauchi, Riwanu Adamu, as a special guest of honor. In photographs which have since gone viral on social media, Anand could be seen disembarking from the plane and being welcomed by Gombe State officials. It was gathered that the Durbar was specially organized to avail the president's daughter of the opportunity to take photographs of the traditional Durbar Bauchi architecture and other cultural sites in the state. As a professional photographer, Ms. Buhari is expected to document her experiences in pictorial form in her gallery. The incident has since sparked a debate on social media. Pro-transparency activist Inibehe Effiong described the use of presidential jets by Buhari's daughter as an abuse of office and a waste of taxpayers' money. Buhari is only fooling himself and his supporters with this fake integrity, he added. Some Buhari supporters, however, said there was nothing wrong with the president allowing his daughter to use the presidential jet. When contacted on the telephone, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said a statement will be issued soon. Say we will soon put out a statement, he said. The Punch reports that the convention, only the president, first lady, vice president, senate president, speaker, chief justice of Nigeria, former president, and a presidential delegation are allowed to use the presidential jet. Recall that Buhari had, before becoming president, criticized past governments for misusing public funds. The All Progressives Congress had promised to sell off some of the jets in the presidential fleet due to the high cost of maintenance. However, only 2 helicopters out of the fleet of 10 was donated to the Nigerian Air Force, while 2 presidential aircraft, a Falcon 7X executive jet and Hawker 4000, that were advertised for sale in 2016 October and yet to be sold as of 2018. About 8.5 billion naira was allocated for the maintenance of the presidential fleet in the 2020 budget. So guys, in my opinion, even the devil will always have fun. Devil himself has fans. So when you see people or hear people defending the present administration, is not out of place in the first place. And I see when people try to support him as well. And the question I always ask is that when you are with the people, in government, you are close to them, or you just love them naturally, not because you are getting anything from them, because you just love them. So anything they do, it is not a bad thing. Just like the supporters have been saying that there's nothing wrong about that. And when it happens to other people, the people they themselves are not really familiar with, or they don't have any form of a affiliation with, they start to criticize. But when you see people, and that's why this man will be respected. Showore will be respected, because those who are castigating Showore, that say, oh, you brought this government in, you did this and that, they should, if they can think deeply and be open-minded, they will know that this guy is a genuine person. And somebody was saying, even Goodluck Jonathan, that they were talking about, that he ridiculed Jonathan with his campaign, whether positively or maybe whether directly or indirectly. Some people still came out and said, even when Yaradua, when the incident was happening, with Yaradua then, and they didn't want to declare that this man was sick or this man was whatever, it was this same Sahara reporters that made sure that he brought the whole thing. And, from people's opinion and argument, that even helped Jonathan to get to that place, because if not for him that was bringing all those whatever, but people always forget all of those things. But that being said, what I'm trying to say is that now you are criticizing Buhari now because maybe you don't have any form of a relationship with him, or you don't just like him, whatever. Anybody can have a reason for not supporting anybody. It's your right to support or not to support. So you are saying that now. But if somebody who you think you like comes in and you begin to support the person, so it is hypocritical for you to say, oh, because I support you, and when you are doing wrong thing, I wouldn't want to look, I will just look at the other side, I will just support you no matter what it is. And it is not a big deal for people to criticize Buhari for everything he do, because people will say, oh, why is it that any little thing he does, people will criticize, people will talk about it. Yes, they will talk about it, because Buhari and his supporters, they did the same. They did worse. They did worse. And that is why they are trying to suppress people. They don't want people to say anything. If you criticize them, you will know where you will land at the end of the day. But even at that, we still have few people who are still not bothered, who are not, who do not send. Just like we always say on the streets, they're not sane. They're not sane at all. Anything you like me, you do. They're not sane. They will see talk. People will see talk. It's not everybody that you are going to box or you are going to cage. So they did worse things. So anybody coming out to say, why is it that they're always on him? Good and fine and good and fine. Like me, I always look at things holistically. That is the way I see things. Even when I heard about this, what is it called? This Buhari's daughter entered this jet. Oh, this and that. She's not supposed to. The first thing that just came to mind that what is there? There's no big deal about it. Of course, maybe she's enjoying the benefits of being the president's daughter. Of course, she'll have all those opportunities and all of that because she's the president's daughter. Somebody who is working on the streets cannot have that opportunity. Or no matter how influential you are, if you are not part of the government, you will not, or you don't have any affiliation with, most, at least the first, second citizens of this country. Maybe because she's the president's daughter, maybe she has opportunity to do that. But at the end of the day, when they started telling us now that the people who are really eligible to go with this private jet, let us see them. Those who are really eligible to fly on this private jet are, yes, according to Punch report, that by convention, the way it ought to be, by convention, only the president, first lady, vice president, senate president, speaker, chief justice of Nigeria, former president, and presidential delegation are allowed to use the presidential jet as it all. No wonder, if you see the person that even raised this objection, this Inibehe Effiong, the guy is a lawyer, so they will not come and just say, okay, we just talk to because we want to criticize, we want to tell them that we can talk as well. Like that guy with what is it called? This Papa Falano. They don't just come. They always come from the angle of the law. They don't just talk like we as normal people. Because we feel somehow. No. It's not like that. It's not supposed to be. But if you know the law, you have to direct your criticism towards the constitution and the law. So I'm sure that is why this guy has that boldness to come out and say, why should that be? And from constitution, from the way it's also be convention, by convention, only those people mentioned are eligible to use the private jets, unless if you are a government official. And this president's daughter is not a government official, and they didn't say the president's children. They just say the first lady. So that was when I said, okay, they have points there. So the reason why I said people should not just be bothered that Buhari is being criticized, because they criticized the hell out of the past administration before they came in. They criticized hell. So since you criticize people, you don't expect people not to criticize it, because people will just be looking. Since you are, proving, or you are trying to tell everybody that you have that integrity, that your integrity is the highest in this whole world. You see, people will now be looking at everything you do. Even people who just come out and say, oh, I'm not perfect, I'm just like this, I'm just like this. People still follow them, bumper to bumper. They see everything you do. They still want to say something. Of course, the opposition will not even allow you to rest. Whether you admit that you are a saint or you are not a saint, they will still want to look for something, some kind of loophole to be able to nail you. And that is exactly what is happening. But whatever that people are saying now, it cannot be compared to what Buhari and APC people did before when Goodluck Jonathan was there. So what are we talking about? If you say, okay, you are this, you are that, they were complaining that, oh, they were mismanaging a lot of things. But up until now, what have they done? Those flights, those jets are still there. We know the one they dash out to the army or the navy. We know the one they've put on sale and which have not been sold. So everything is just still there. So who is deceiving who? Who is fooling who? People will continue to come out for you in as much you are saying you are Mr. Perfect, or you have that integrity. Your integrity is the highest in this whole world. People must come for you. Even the devil, people always still criticize the devil, that we know that devil, his case is a written one. It's already settled. He knows, everybody knows where he's going to. Yet people see, like, see say, oh, everything, it is the devil. It is the devil that did this. So not to talk of a we human being. And if you say things must go this way, why must you change it? Of course, this is the pattern of this administration, especially the president. What he will tell you not to do, that is what he will be doing. He will try to deprive people of many, many good things, but he will be enjoying the same thing. You talk of education, you talk of what is it called? Patronizing the country. He doesn't do all of those things. He doesn't do that. You talk about medical treatment. He does not do that. He does not take his Medicare in this country. He goes abroad. It's an open secret that everybody knows. So that is his lifestyle. Do what I say, but don't do what I do. That's just it. Let's hear what people are saying briefly before we allow you guys to make your own opinion known. Someone says it is a shame, an act of heartlessness, that she will be flying the presidential jet to get to nearby Bauchi from Abuja, where millions of her brothers and sisters in Katsina and all over northern Nigeria are Amajiris, swimming in poverty and disease in IDP camps. I would have been the first to admire and congratulate her if she had gone to that Bauchi with a certified public transport, sitting side by side with fellow Nigerians who voted for our father. That would have been a very good way to show appreciation to Nigerians. Someone says, now only 3 years remain. But they rented an almost not in-existence helicopter to kill Osinbajo on an official visit to Kogi State. Very fake integrity. That's what General Buhari possessed. It's true. They said they rented that helicopter, and the company, they were trying to, get at the company that what happened, didn't they service it, didn't they check the whole thing before, putting it, to fly. And meanwhile, there was a presidential jet. What happened then? That's a good point. There was presidential jets at that time, and we still have them. So why is it that the Osinbajo couldn't even go with it? Somebody's making that bringing that to our notice here. And someone say that is the very same daughter that was so busy and too busy for 10 weeks while someone else was being held in detention waiting for her response. The first family reeks of sheer wickedness and irresponsibility. Someone says, not a big deal for the number one daughter to enjoy her father's status. Many of you writing nonsense could do more than Buhari daughter did. If they do that, people will still criticize them. What is not good is not good. Like I said, initially when I just heard it, I was just like, okay, no big deal. Of course, our father is the president. Maybe they have those privileges and all of that. But from what we have seen, they are not, the people that are supposed to use this thing. All these people, they don't. That's why they are not open-minded. People who are supposed to use these things, they've been mentioned, and she does not fall into that category, and that's why they are talking. People don't get all of these things. That is why they are talking, because she does not fall into that category. Someone says, what a country. This is purely executive rascality, lawlessness, shameful and nonsensical in all ramifications. Nigerians, enjoy it. Una never see anything. Go to austerity measure 1984. Read and digest. Too many educated monkeys in our country. It's a pity. So guys, let's hear your own take. Leave your comments below in the comment section below. Thank you very much.